What's up, savages? Terrence Pop here. We have another episode of Grunt Speak, which is actually live from the lair. All right, now, we've touched on this subject a couple videos prior to this, but we didn't cover all the material. And new stuff has come to light. There's been new network PDFs put together by the Battle Dwarf to show who's connected to who. Because if you think all of these people going absolutely ape shit in front of these government installations are there of their own accord, you're out of your mind. Now, some of them locally, the nut jobs and the people living in their mama's basement, or those individuals who never paid attention in school and really don't understand how the world works, they show up. They're the blockers. And then you have the paid professional agitators in the background and paid professional organizers behind them. And we're going after that money, because once that money dries up, a lot of those protests are going to go by the wayside. Now, do I think shutting down all of USAID is a good thing? Yes, that was a corruption cesspool. And we had Elon Musk and his crew find all kinds of other fraud, waste, and abuse. And we've also now, because of WIC welfare and Section 8, we're discovering that, over half of the people on that were not supposed to be there. And a lot of money went to dead people. And I wonder where all of this money is going. All of this fraud, waste, and abuse. Is it just fraud or just waste and abuse? I think we're in the middle of a new civil war that has not gone dynamic yet. And the bullets and the beans are not coming out yet. This is being fought in the digital battle space. And the PR is involved. The Epstein files are getting released as per the vote today. And you're going to see, in my opinion, once they come out, a whole boatload of Democrats who are commie-crats who've been pushing this shit for the past couple decades. Now, I want to see people get tried for treason and then pay the ultimate price for that. But that's just me. Let's bring in the Battle Dwarf. And today we got the evil pushing button monkey here early.
Pushing button monkey.
Yes.
Pop, the dyslexicist strikes again.
It's all right.
Live on camera.
I'm one beer deep. What can I say?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The monkey caught the crud the other day, so that's why I'm here tonight.
It's all good, bro.
Now that they're done terrorizing you with weird posts over in the chat, Pop, they've decided to take to giving me new nicknames. Struggle Hobbit is one. And the Argument Midget.
Oh,
another.
That is great.
So, yeah. I am. It's my turn now. Big Town Mando threatened to fight me face to face, and then offered me 2 boxes to stand on.
And the prize is some of that mead.
There you go.
Yeah, that's some good shit right there. Uh-oh.
That's fantastic. So before we get going on that, Alyssa Slotkin from
Hang on a minute. It looks like YouTube.
What?
YouTube looks like Rent a Crowd Grunt Speak Live didn't follow the community guidelines. We removed you from YouTube.
What happened?
I think YouTube just nuked our stream.
For what?
Hang on.
We just got started.
We didn't even say anything yet.
I just clicked the notification. As of July 2012 or 22, we are increasing the minimum age required to live stream to 16-year-olds. This means creators will need to be 16 years or older to be able to stream on YouTube.
Wow.
Hey, YouTube.
I'm 57.
Smurf the balls.
I'm 57.
Did we really just get nuked on YouTube?
Yeah. So
can anybody in the chat confirm that?
I don't know.
Hang on, I got.
What's
Hang
up?
on. Fucking used tubes.
This video has been removed for violating YouTube community guidelines. Comments are turned off. I don't understand.
Oh, we must have struck a nerve.
I don't know.
We haven't even gotten started yet.
Okay, I got Sean St. George on the phone right now, and he is saying the stream was taken down for community guideline strikes.
What? We didn't get any.
What community guidelines strike?
We didn't even start. We didn't even say anything.
Oh no, we think your content violated firearms policy.
What firearms policy?
What firearms policy? What the fuck?
Let's see,
We've
the
never done a
content
show on
shows
guns.
Someone live streaming while holding or handling a transporting a firearm isn't. This is an AI thing, I think. Is not allowed on YouTube.
Sean is guessing that the intro was hit because of the Billy Von Baum revolver dropping of the thing and all that
Yeah,
stuff.
we probably have to take that out then.
All right, Sean. We'll see you in the chat later, there, bro.
Wow.
Okay, it's an automated system, so that's what happened. And humans reviewed to detect violation. Yeah, so this is AI. So what are you gonna do?
We got a strike for not committing suicide.
Oh, we haven't got a strike yet. It might be coming. We'll see.
Holy cow!
YouTube is asshole.
YouTube is
an AI
asshole.
thing, man.
Even AI, it's obvious that there's no. What the ass?
It is what it is. I mean,
okay, let's get back to this. Come on, we'll deal with this later. They're watching us kvetch over our freaking community strike here. They're paying good money for us to sit here and just cry. You done crying?
all right. So we're obviously that's one of my favorite my things too, man. So
Yeah. Wow. That's crazy.
Yep. What are you
Wow.
gonna do?
Yeah. Somebody says I can't start the live stream on YouTube, but I can still watch last week's show. There's a whole lot of YouTube fuck you over in the Rumble chat. That's fantastic.
Listen, I'm telling you, the days of the independent content creator on YouTube are probably coming to an end because of the whole AI thing.
Yeah.
So, what are you gonna do?
Well, we'll see. Anyway, where was I? Oh, yes, Alyssa Squatkin, aka Chubb, or a whole bunch of other nicknames she has, including Bolshevik.
Drink.
I call her that all the time. Call her Comrade Slotkin all the time. She and a bunch of her friends are telling the military to disobey orders.
Yeah, they're calling them unlawful orders.
Yes, she's claiming they're unlawful orders. She gives no examples of them, but she says everybody should disobey any of Trump's orders and any of Hegseth's orders. That's open sedition and insurrection and seditious conspiracy. Right there. That is, she has crossed the line into actual sedition and insurrection. And then Mondami over in New York said he's going to obey the laws of the UN and the EU, and he's not going to obey any US laws. Well, that's the mayor of one of our largest cities. So that's treason. That's actual treason. I am going to not obey the United States as a mayor of one of the largest cities. I am going to obey foreign powers. That's actual treason.
Huh. Yeah, it is.
So,
yeah, this is going to get spicy here in the next.
Yeah, it's going to get wild. And then you said Chicago doubled property taxes.
Chicago are freaking out because their taxes increased, I believe, somewhere between 50 and 100%.
Yeah, they're going to like that.
The math, look, socialism is just the lobby to communism. In communism, the math doesn't math.
Yes. The math doesn't math, and the bodies stack quickly.
Yeah.
The bodies stack very quickly. So one of the key features of all of this shit is the crowds, as we all know. And the more you look at those crowds, the more you see. One of the big features, of course, is the primary three components are liberal white women with pieces of paper that tell them that they have degrees.
Yeah.
And old people, for some reason, which baffles the shit out of me. Maybe they're just bored and tired of playing shuffleboard. Okay, that's fine. And there is a large contingent of other sexually oriented individuals that like to show up at these as well.
Yep. You're talking about the Rainbow Mafia?
Yes. Yes.
Well, we're not on YouTube, so fuck it. The loose gay butt twerking queer community.
Oh, yeah, that's the one. Oh, we're not on YouTube right now.
Yeah, we're
That's
not.
right. I can say things like that. The fags just get crazy.
Yeah. Okay. We cannot actually call for actual violence, so let's be cool.
I'm not calling for violence.
All right. So
not calling for violence. I'm just saying they're there.
Yeah.
They do that a lot. Somebody says hippies, boomers, and faggots. Yes, that's accurate. Yep. Anyway, all of this stuff happens, and it doesn't happen spontaneously. None of this is organic. You can't summon mobs this size with like a phone flash mob unless you're in Atlanta and you're going after a shoe store.
Or a jewelry store.
Like a Nike store or a jewelry store, yeah.
In New York, or flash mob robberies.
Right, but they still don't summon 300,000 people.
No.
So how does that shit happen? First of all, let's take a look at Los Money. Let's go for the dinero. Now, this strange-looking set of octopi that I have here on the screen are our three largest offenders. We'll start with this one here. This is the Rockefeller Foundation. Everybody's heard of the Rockefellers.
Yeah. Craziness? No.
I know. It's just bizarre. It's bizarre. Now, this is their basic structure. I was able to just ask AI. I said, give me Rockefeller's basic structure. Now, they've got a senior vice presidents and managing directors. They've got a vice president of power over on the lower right-hand side for you, a senior vice president of food, a senior strategic communications and policy, a strategic operations programs vice president, a strategic operations vice president, and other roles, e.g. VPs for climate, health, equity, and regional leads. Now, what's this foundation doing with those things? Well, this is where all the money comes from. This is how those crowds get funded. We're going to go into who's actually doing the organizing in a minute.
Hang on. Before you get into that, let me just put on my evil pop is coming out of the box here.
Ruh-roh.
Evil pop would do it like this. I would never use my own money. At least I would use it in the beginning. And then I would create a whole bunch of 501cs and go to the government to get our tax dollars to help these 501cs, which they would not want to do in the beginning. And I have to use my own money to grease some palms in the government to make that happen. And then they weaponize our own tax dollars against us. Am I wrong?
You know, that's a good question. It brings up this little branch over here with thematic programs and initiatives, focus areas for grant making and impact investing, network-wide efforts in global changes. We have things like climate and resilience, food, transforming global food systems for nutrition and sustainability. In other words, starving people to death.
Oh, hang on.
Health, equitable health access. What?
Huh? We're talking about food, right?
Yep.
Well, the food that's going overseas is being bought with our money.
Yes. And
then we're using our money for some of these other corporations to give us garbage fucking food.
Yes.
It's, 45% of the people on WIC welfare and Section 8 are fat.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. Now I get it. Now I get it. And here's another suspicion. And this is Evil Pop. Evil Pop is saying, okay, we corrupt an alphabet agency, start up demand for drugs in the United States, and then allow a network to bring said chemicals and drugs into the United States to rot us from within, which they have done in spades. And now that we're actually going, you know what? How about we start getting kinetic with, instead of arresting people, let's just blow them the fuck up. Everyone's screaming, crying, human rights and what have you. Am I wrong?
Well, they're not going to get any of that blood on their hands. They have orc armies to do all of this for them, which is part of the discussion this evening. But this is where all the money comes from, and this is how they funnel this shit all around. Some of the other programs: power and energy, clean energy transitions, equity and economic opportunity, innovative finance, blended finance, impact investing tools. And this list just goes on, and they've got global and regional offices: Washington, D.C., Nairobi, Kenya, Bangkok, Thailand, Bellagio, Italy. Then they've got sub-entities: Rockefeller Philanthropy Advisors. Oh, look, they're distributing Rockefeller money to do things they want. Rockefeller University is its own independent university, but they also fund a bunch of universities, which is where you get all these, equity and diversity.
Yep.
Boop. Classes. That's where all of that comes from.
Mm-hmm. And guess what? All of that equity, diversity, and DEI is now being pushed on the British Army.
Oh yeah, no, that's been going on for 10 years in the British Army right now.
We've got some guys who watch a show from over the pond.
Oh, okay.
And they're like, it is really bad now, really bad.
And it's not stopping. See, at least here we managed to put a thumb in the dike.
Yeah,
as it were.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But until they correct this whole thing, I cannot recommend any U.S. citizen join the military at this time. I'm sorry. I'm a retired Army guy. I get it. But
I love my time in the Army.
Me too.
But I wouldn't go in now. No way.
No, and I'm glad they medically retired me in 2018. I mean, because I want to pay for 40.
My last guy retired as a sergeant first class in 2017, and he was calling me daily, going, Sart, I'm gonna kill somebody. Sart, I'm gonna kill somebody. 10 months. I only have 10 months left until retirement. I'm gonna fucking kill somebody. So calm down, man.
Yeah.
You're gonna be okay. You're gonna make it.
You'll be fine.
You'll be fine.
You're not gonna die.
Nobody's gonna die. So that's the Rockefeller Foundation. Okay. What else have we got? See, these guys fund a whole bunch of the stuff that we're talking about tonight through that whole series of programs over there. But if you come down here, we have the Open Society Foundation's central entity headquarters in New York. Who's that? Who dat? Oh, it's Soros and Son. That's who it is. It's George Soros's organization. Here's their president, and they've got executive leadership teams. And holy ass balls, look at the size of this. U.S. programs, domestic focus on criminal justice, reproductive rights, youth initiatives, operational support administered centrally via offices in New York, Brussels, Paris, Budapest, grants management and technical support. Grants management. I wonder what they used that for.
I believe Evil Pop already brought that up, didn't he?
Did you? Yeah, did you now? Finance and administration. That's interesting. Ombudsman for transparency and complaint resolution. In other words, that's where they round file your paperwork.
Correct. Hang on a minute, Steve. This looks really similar to my flow chart of insanity to take over the world.
You have a flow chart of insanity take over the world?
I do.
I don't think I've seen that.
It's complicated. It changes.
I'm sure it is. So their thematic programs in grant-making areas, network-wide focus on justice, democracy, education, public health, independent media, and related initiatives, democracy and power, advocacy for civil rights, governance and anti-corruption, right? education support, including scholarships and higher education networks, public health programs, including harm reduction and drug policy reform, economic justice and development, human rights and marginalized groups, media and information access, arts and culture, and other initiatives. Other initiatives including child trafficking in Burma and Eurasia. That's just that side of the Soros web. You come over here, and that was Soros and his son up there. Affiliated national and regional foundations, autonomous entities in 37 fucking countries, aligned with Open Society principles, determined local priorities in consultation with Central Open Society Foundation, headquartered in New York. You've got the Open Society Initiative for West Africa, Open Society Initiative for South Africa, Open Society Foundation for South Africa, Criminal Justice, Media, and Youth Development, Open Society Institute Russia. Russia, please do that thing that you do with them, Putin. Please, please, please do that thing that you do. International Renaissance Foundation, Ukraine. Stephen Batory Foundation, Poland. Are you kidding me? Do you recognize it, that last name?
What is it again?
Stephen Batory.
No.
Does the name Countess Bathory, who used to bathe in the blood of virgins, mean anything to you?
History guy. I'm not that guy, man.
Oh, my bad. Sorry. Open Society Foundation Romania, Foundation Open Society Institute Macedonia, Open Society Fund Lithuania. Other examples include Mongolia, Moldova, Tajikistan, Uzbekistan, Kosovo, Montenegro, Slovakia, Slovenia, some closed or relocated like Hungary to Berlin in 2018 because Hungary isn't taking their shit and Soros's thing got thrown out of there.
All right, well, hang on a minute.
Yeah.
Hungary, I believe, didn't they execute their dictator and the dictator wife?
Mm-hmm.
And it used to be like a horrible hellscape, and maybe they learned their lesson and they don't want to go down that road again.
And they're not playing this time around either. They're not playing it this time. But the thing is, Soros has his tentacles into everything. That's how they're running all of this stuff. That's why these messages are so uniform across whole sections of the globe. Japan's going through exactly this right now. Ireland's going through it. Korea's going through it. It's not on the news, but I can log onto a Korean website and actually read their news. They're all going through. The only places that are not going through this are the towns like Davos and Monaco, where all of the rich people live, and China. The people who are funding this, the Soroses and the Rockefellers, where they live, none of this is happening. And then in China, this is not happening.
I've been corrected in the chat. That was Romania, not Hungary. I'm sorry.
They're thinking of Ceausescu.
Yeah,
They're thinking of Ceausescu.
Yeah, that's who I was referring to, Ceausescu.
No, that's okay. I get it.
Balls. Yeah.
And,
I get it.
Quick side note before we continue on. I just texted Blake. He's going to pull his 17th level wizard sneaky bastardism and get the YouTube back up because you know what? Fuck YouTube.
Hang on. Now, listen. Tell it. I just appealed it. Tell him not to take any action. I don't want to get the AI to just delete our fucking channel because getting that undone is insane. So in the future, we'll just cut that portion out, or we'll change the intro, and we'll be fine. So
did you specify that was a video for suicide prevention?
They already gave us 2 strikes for other videos I did for suicide prevention, so
they don't care. Okay.
Yeah, they don't care. So tell Blake to maintain low tones. Let's not fucking let's wait the 72 hours. I know they're going to say fuck you, blah blah blah, because it's all AI now. But let's just maintain low tones. We'll just and listen, if this happens again, we're just not going to live stream on YouTube anymore. I mean, that's it. We'll just go up somewhere else.
That's bullshit.
It is, but what do you guys?
That's bullshit.
I'm here to save lives.
I hear you. Right. Me too. So anyway, meanwhile, there we were hip deep in the Soros Foundation, which could get weird really fast from what I'm told.
I love how you put these together, man.
Sub-entities and spin-offs. Open Society University Network, Global Higher Education Network founding institutions including Bard College and Central European University. Open Society archives holdings on human rights, historical documents. I'd like to get into that, actually. Examples of historical spin-offs, e.g. media development centers, NGO resource centers, really educational resource centers in various countries, which are now autonomous. And then you've got the Central European University. Advanced degrees in social sciences, humanities includes research centers. So that's the Soros Open Society monster.
Yeah.
On top of the Rockefeller monster. Now, these two are more concerned with the DEI and the taking over the individual countries that you're talking about. All of the big money for all of the big rallies comes from these guys. And then you've got the election rallies and all of the election staff that show up. These Democrats have all of these paid staffers that show up in basically uniform T-shirts and everything. Where does that come from? Well, that comes from the Tides organization, consolidated group of aligned 501c3 entities.
Yeah. Just like Evil Pop said, that they're using our own tax dollars to fucking erode our fucking our own country.
Now, where did I put that? I know I wrote this one down here somewhere. I have to find something really quick. The founder is a guy that I had never heard of before. And I can't find out where, because I wrote this down in a place where I wouldn't lose it.
You lost it.
I can't find it. Yeah. Jimmy, could you find the guy who founded the Tides organization?
You're having Murphy memory. I'm familiar with this.
I'm having Murphy memory. Yeah. Look up the guy who founded the Tides organization.
Yeah, I do that all the time. Like today, I went to CVS to get Pepto-Bismol, and I got a whole bunch of other shit except Pepto-Bismol.
Except Pepto-Bismol, right.
I'm a fucking moron.
Affiliated entities, the Tides Advocacy Political and Advocacy Arm, they've got CEOs, just like everybody. That's their thing there, but they're thematic programs. You come down here and you get equity and justice, and climate, health and well-being, education and youth development, economic opportunity, other, including impact investing and philanthropic partnerships. Now, with this and the other two organizations, do you see the pattern? They make it look like there's all of these different organizations out there doing their own thing. They're all working together. All of these rich people, as George Carlin put it so well, they're all in one big club, and you're not a member.
So basically, they've created a financial fire team that are putting down suppressive fire on the general population, and they're maneuvering on us to destroy us. That's how war works.
Yeah. They buy out, bribe, blackmail, threaten, or just destroy anything that gets in their path. And it is a group of 3 entities: the Rockefeller, the Soros Open Societies, and the Tides Foundation that are doing these things. And they've got global and regional operations pretty much everywhere. Their offices in the US are in San Francisco and New York, but they're all over the place. There was so much information on the Tides organization that I didn't even bother to bring it all up. Actually, can't cover it all. Literally cannot cover it all. Let's see if I can find that PDF.
This kind of looks like a giant octopi.
They're like 3 of these huge octopi. You're exactly correct.
Yeah.
Let's see here. I want to go here. Case files. You got project. Drop. BlackRock, Cavtech, Pharmagate, Dominion. Oh, it's Eric. I have to go back to Eric. There it is. Remove that from the board. Place this one on the board. Now, this is a map of the ERIC program where all of your voting information goes. And we don't use that. Oh, we stopped using that. Right. See the top stack there? That top stack is literally all of the. I have to open it.
When have you ever heard an enemy army deleting their intel on their enemy because they said they would.
Yeah, exactly.
Never.
Yeah, exactly. Because they said to be play nice. Yeah. Okay, little windows do the I've got a lag going on here, of course. The upper left hand there, you can see an area that's heavily red in color.
Yes.
That's the one that I'm trying to get to right now. Eric map. Let's see if I can cause this here
to do that there. Wow, that is.
How do you want to open this file? With
Is.
Adobe Acrobat, Yeah, that is all of your election data, by the way, right there. That's all of the election data going out to just one or two organizations.
Yeah.
And
hypothetically, I may or may not have seen the server connections between Cobo Hall and said overseas servers. Hypothetically, of course.
Yeah, I did not see those either.
Yeah,
of course it's not responding.
Whenever they tell you,
just because I want to look at this one thing. Yeah,
it won't let you.
Yeah, that's the ticket.
We got to get you better.
What's happening is I'm getting tremendous. I know. I'm getting tremendous lag on. Oh, and it closed on me. Oh, you dirty whore. Well, I'm not going to keep going with that there. That's just going to be irritating. But anyway, what's happening here is the red area that you see toward the center, near the top. See the double vertical stacks there? Those are all of the states that use the ERIC program.
Yes.
To the left of that is where all of that data goes. And in that red area there is the Tides Foundation. Oh, now it's going to open.
Is it doing it now?
Let's see if it will do this. It's
I want
thinking
you to
about
do this. Steve, close this window and then reopen it because it's not moving or anything on our end.
No, it's not supposed to be moving on your end yet.
Okay.
That's what I'm trying to get going here. Is I've got the actual PDF, but Adobe is assing around.
Yeah.
Anyway, I'm dragging
shoestring budget.
It is. I'm just going to pull that one there. We're going to go back to this one here, the Tides Foundation. At least we know what's going on over here. So we've got the core entities under the Tides Foundation. These are autonomous but aligned under the Tides network, which was the big thing. So you've got the Tides Foundation, which is grant making to accelerate social change. The Tides Center, which is fiscal sponsorship for 140 different projects. What was that? What did I just say? Fiscal sponsorship?
Yes.
That's a fancy name for bankrolling.
Correct.
That's all that means is bankrolling.
And that's with our tax dollars.
Right. Tides Incorporated. Tons of grant money goes into the Tides Foundation because it's a 501c3.
Mm-hmm.
They get a lot of USAID money was funneled through these three entities to be used against us. That's where all the money moves around. That's why you don't see it. It's just like, oh, USA dispersed money and it's gone into the ether. Where did it go? It went into this. Yep. It went into one of these freaking things here.
And I'm going to be honest.
And then it gets funneled back at you.
They could track all that money if they wanted to.
Oh, yeah.
Mm-hmm. Unless somebody goes into a physical bank, draws out cash, and takes it out, there's going to be an electronic trail.
Yeah. So the Tides Foundation, which is grant making to accelerate social change, has a director of programs, an executive director, subsidiaries, real estate holdings. Oh, wonder what they do with that. Gosh.
BlackRock.
This isn't BlackRock. That's a whole separate thing. That's a whole separate monster. Don't make me bring the BlackRock map up.
No. Hang on. This is Evil Pop speaking.
Yeah.
BlackRock is talking with these people because they're all in cahoots.
BlackRock manages their funds.
Mm-hmm.
BlackRock is the one who purchases all of the things, like the housing. It's like 30% of the houses in some cities right now are owned by BlackRock. And then that money gets laundered through this, supporting organizations are a whole bunch of different things they've got going on here. I didn't have time to research all of this stuff. Obviously, this is like months and months of fucking research. But these three entities are the big launderers for all of the money. Now, let's watch a couple of reels of the fun stuff. I gotta push that one off and stop sharing that screen. Go over here and share another screen. I really wish we could share more than now. Screen share was canceled. What? Share screen.
If you have the tab open too long, this is StreamYard, and they tend to get stupid like that.
I know, right?
That's all right. We're familiar with Murphy showing up with his big old boner, and
it's an actual thing and built into StreamYard, I believe.
This first one was put up by a Canadian leftist, and he's claiming that this is Hungary complaining about Trump. Well, the thing is, these demonstrations.
Hang on.
Huge. Look.
Steve.
That's a massive demonstration. Here's the thing.
Steve.
Yeah.
When you play it, your computer lags too much. When you hit play with these videos, you're lagging.
Yeah.
So that there's not enough horsepower in your computer.
I've only played one video. I've only played one video
right now. When you hit play on this video, you only hear every third word that you speak.
Really?
Yes.
God damn it. Well, anyway, this video purports to be a demonstration against Trump. It's not. It's their 1956 celebration of freedom.
Yes. Hey, on a side note, how old is the first computer? How old is that computer that you have that you're using right now?
2017.
Okay. Well, we're going to get your replacement. This is unacceptable. All right.
You're unacceptable.
No. We're going to get you.
Jimmy, tell him he's unacceptable.
I'm an unacceptable cad, and I accept it.
Cad. This demonstration in Hungary was a pro-Hungary demonstration. This is one of the first things they do is claim huge crowd scenes as their own, because nobody ever really checks facts on shit like this.
Are you sure? It's not like they've never done that before, right?
Oh, come on. Yeah, they never have done that before. They wouldn't do something.
They blew up the crowds for Biden and all that other horse shit.
Yeah.
Get the fuck out of here.
Mm-hmm. Or they'll film a tight shot where you've got it looks like a crowd, but if you pan back, there's only 15 people there.
Yeah. It's just stupid. Here's the thing, though, is
they're not going to be able to get away.
Here's the thing, though, is they're not going to be able to get away with this.
Yeah.
Because it's real easy.
Mm-hmm. It is now. You really can't hide it anymore.
No.
It's not like it's only on channel 2, channel 4, or channel 7 where they show you a picture. And back in the day when that was the only source of information before there was no internet, we go, oh, yeah, look at that. Wow. Now everybody goes, Google, was this for real? And it spits out the truth, and now you have to explain yourself. There's no mainstream media anymore, really, like channel 247, WDIV, WXYZ, like we have here in Detroit. None of that matters anymore. They could go off the air tomorrow and nobody would even notice.
Yep. It's something similar to what they did during the there's a protest in the UK a few weeks ago or something like that. Yeah. And they were claiming it was anti-Trump or this or that when it was actually something completely different. And there were 6 million Britons out there when there was really 200, 300,000. And they weren't even protesting
Trump.
Again. It was,
it's still a lot of people.
Yeah, but they weren't out there doing what they said they were doing.
No. Yeah. Listen, the whole
which is the point of We saw where the big money comes from. Those three main organizations. That's where the big money comes from. BlackRock launders it all for them, and a bunch of other funds too, Vanguard and a couple of others. But then, here's what a real demonstration looks like.
Let's see if it.
My neck, my back, my paycheck is whack. My neck, my back, my paycheck is whack. My neck, my back, my paycheck is whack.
Okay, that's a real lefty demonstration. That's organic.
Yeah.
There's like 10 Starbucks employees.
30
That's
tops.
what a real organic demonstration looks like. These people can't be bothered to gather for large actual protests of any consequences whatsoever. They're too busy getting stoned and crying about their Starbucks paycheck. You work at Starbucks. It's coffee. You're not important. I'm sorry.
I just can't. The whole Starbucks thing, it blows my mind that they can sell a 50-cent cup of coffee for like $5 or more.
$7.
$7 now?
Yeah.
That's some expensive unicorn.
For a large cup.
Yeah.
Yeah. I buy 5-pound bags of whole beans.
Grind them up.
Grind all of that shit myself. I've got like a high-end coffee grinder and all of that stuff. I'm a bit coffee gay.
And how much do those 5-pound bags of coffee beans cost you?
Depends on where I get them, but the average right about now, because of inflation, is about $60.
Yeah.
But when you do the math, that's 10 cups of coffee at Starbucks.
Now,
and that bag lasts me 3 months.
If you had 35 million less illegal aliens in the country, I guess food and rent would come way down.
Would come down. Yeah, absolutely. And speaking of crowds, yeah.
Yep.
There's where your housing shortage is.
What?
That's where your housing shortage is.
Yes.
It's just basic fucking math.
That's supply and demand. But they don't learn that in college because they're all getting in-docked instead of learned.
Correct. That is 110% correct. Now, here's where crowds start to get weird and you start to notice things.
They're old.
To drive out this regime.
Okay. There's your handmaids. Got to have your handmaids.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, look, signs are in Spanish. Oh. The people demand the fall of the Trump regime. Okay, first of all, Americans don't talk like that. You know who talks like that? Chinese foreign nationals, CCP intelligence. That is standard CCP PSYOP wording. I have dozens of examples here at the house. It's one of the things we looked for whenever we were dealing with a lot of the stuff in Korea and a couple of other places. You can tell CCP propaganda because it sounds like that. The people demand the fall of the Trump regime. Nobody talks like that.
Yeah.
No American talks like that. That's how you could identify that this is agitprop from an outside foreign source. Now, if you look at their signs, tell me all of these people
stop it right there.
Just suddenly produced these signs and these shirts. It is stopped.
All right. First of all of these old women are Woodstock women.
Uh-huh. Yes.
All right. Or they're like maybe early 80s.
Mm-hmm.
No, they got to be older than that. They got to be in the 70s.
I put this bunch in their very late 70s to early 80s.
Okay.
They're still vertical. But these crowds don't just spontaneously have orange shirts and all these signs on hand. One of the things that was seen at the No Kings protests was very interesting. They stopped at a specific time, and they all went to designated areas to turn in their signs and equipment.
It's kind of like they signed it out?
It's like they signed it out.
What
Like,
now? Who
yeah.
does that? Who signs out equipment?
I don't know.
I think
Foreign
that's an army
entities?
thing. It's called a hand
Yeah.
receipt. I don't know. And then you got to go to CIF and get fucked in the ass when they tell
Yeah.
you it's dirty and you never
Yeah.
fucking used it. It's so
Yeah,
fucking.
and everybody here knows these old ladies just showed up in hopes of getting some nursing home dick later, because we all know that
maybe they threw
VD
'em
is
a couple
rampant in
$100.
nursing homes. They did. They've got the money to get some nursing home dick. The prostitution works the other way. The women have to pay for it now in the nursing home.
Nursing. I got to write that down. Nursing home dick. That is hilarious.
I just made that up to be completely truthful.
No, I know, but that's fucking hilarious.
That wouldn't surprise me that they would have to finally pay to get some dick, because ain't nobody hitting that, Sally.
No.
What happened to my, god damn it, StreamYard did it again. Share
I'm
screen.
telling you, if you have the tab open, once you go over 10 or 15 minutes, it severs the ties. You have to redo
it. Okay, this is a separate protest. Let's see if I can get the spot for this one. This is protesters fuck Donald Trump as they march through the streets of Charlotte, North Carolina. I don't want playing in picture. Get that out of there. What's that doing? Okay, once again, we've got, look at the crowd. It's white women, and this guy is a professional agitator. This guy's a spotter.
Which one? I can't see.
Right here with the hat, with the baseball hat. Sorry. Right over Freedom News. That's a spotter. Okay. The guy with the bullhorn is a professional agitator. The guy walking behind him is leading the crowd. And if you watch the crowd, okay, he goes up. Do you see it?
Yep.
They're being herded.
Because they're useful idiots.
That is a controlled action. Watch the faces on them again. None of them know what they're doing there, and none of them are interested.
So I know a lot of people out there don't like Tim Pool and whatnot, what he's got to say, but he has the best breakdown of what is it? The green, yellows, and reds is what they're called. The greens are the useful idiots in the crowd. The yellows are the guys that wear the high vis safety vests and whatnot. And the reds
are the sheepdogs.
Yep. And the reds are the guy like they're in the middle that's dressed all in black. He's got his face covered, identity covered. Those are the troublemakers. Those are the ones that when the sun goes down, the bricks and pallets start coming out and the violence happens.
When Pop and I worked the DC event, we wrote a lot of reports on exactly that sort of activity. The Reds would use these crowds to scope people. And then they would tag people to follow certain people back to cars or hotels or whatever. And then the Reds would show up hoping to get a crack at those people.
Yeah.
They had organized hunting parties.
I actually, I threatened a bunch of those guys when I was working outer cordon for General Flynn.
Right.
At speaking event, I literally went out there and I'm like, this is going to work for you, gentlemen. We know your game.
Yeah.
Like, what you talking about? Fuck you. I go, look, if this goes dynamic and we want to fight, I'm going to have 15 pipe hitters here in a second, and you're going to get all your faces kicked in. Get the fuck out of here.
Yeah.
And they left.
That broke them?
Yeah, well, I literally had like, a dozen, 2 dozen dudes just watching.
And we had some beefy fucking guys too.
And they're all veterans.
Yeah. We had a lot of Marines and a couple of Rangers in there.
Yep.
That was but they're like sand people. It's like Ben Kenobi says in the first Star Wars. Sand people are easily startled, but they'll be back in greater numbers.
Yep.
That's their big thing. So that crowd, you could see the control that goes on within those organizations. That's more of the Charlotte March. We don't need to see more of that. This one is DC. Bring that up. Now, it's the same thing. What Jimmy was talking about, what Tim Pool pointed out, the yellows and the reds and the greens.
Yep.
Watch this crowd. It's all carefully coordinated. You've got people facing the other direction. Then you've got the geriatric losers
Uh-huh.
and the looky-loos.
Maybe to some of this shit. You're a moron.
That he's probably a real one. They'll use small children as shields.
Yeah. It's
And then the second they push it too far and the police step in, they'll go, "Oh, you attacked children." But again, with the signs, they're the same. See the red stripe across the top? We saw something similar at the Charlotte one.
Yep.
That is probably the same printer, the same communist organization that's having these things printed up. And it is invariably there's some Bolshevik organization behind.
Oh, hang on a minute.
Oh,
Hang on.
oh, did I say that?
Now.
Yeah.
If that stuff is all professionally made, I can
Mhm.
guarantee you where that stuff is being printed, we know about it.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. I found most of it.
Yep. We know
Wasn't
about
all that hard. Was not all that hard. Now, here's one. This group is heavily funded by probably the Tides Foundation or the Soros Foundation. This is straight up the communists. And these people should be fucking put down, not
Hang on,
because I don't like them. What?
Hang on, I'm gonna look. All right. Now this is totally CCP right here.
Yes, exactly.
That's exactly
They
what-
should be put down because these ones are genuinely dangerous. Mao's Red Guard was all college age students.
Hang on, I'm gonna see how deep it goes. These guys are just absolute fucking morons.
Yeah. They are Red Guard. This is Red Guard. And the college students are easy to whip up because 18 to 20-year-olds, their brains are fucking soft.
24-year-old.
And they've got no foundation. All of our foundation has been wiped out in our society.
Correct.
None of these kids know who they are anymore. It's like I said with my nephew who came up this past summer. Gets into the car, says, "My mom said that you're kind of on the right-wingish side." And I said, "Son, that's an understatement." He immediately leads off with, "Yeah, my buddies and I all want to buy Hugo Boss suits."
Yeah, you've said that a few times. I know the young people out there are getting pissed.
But what's happening is the factions are polarizing.
Yeah.
You've got the kids that want Hugo Boss suits, and you've got the kids that want Mao's Little Red Book.
Yeah, the nephew that I had to tool up was going down this road.
Yeah.
And now that he has a job, he's married, he's like, fuck those guys.
Yeah, exactly. Because once you see through it, in either direction, once you see through the rabbit ideology, you're like, whoa, hang on a minute. Maybe we should think this through before we start throwing fists and freedom seeds.
See, and I'm kind of on the stance of if you're going to be a communist in America, let's give you a free helicopter ride.
No, hang on. All right.
Yeah. I'm sorry. Communists are dangerous. They're inherently dangerous.
Communists are not people.
No. Hang on. Some of them I agree with. But the stupid young ones that don't know what the fuck they're doing,
what do you agree
maybe
with?
there's some hope for them. Listen, I'm here to save lives. I don't want to throw people onto the fire needlessly. That's just irresponsible. You got to be a good steward with your death.
Okay, so here's the problem with that, though. If you don't get rid of the communists, you don't save any lives. As a matter of fact, 60 million people die. You
100
have
million
to
plus
put the
people
rabid
die.
dog down.
Hang on.
Yes.
Hang on.
100 million.
Let-
You
let's
have to
not-
put the rabid dog down.
Hang on. Let's stop with the inflammatory language. All right.
This
I
isn't
understand what you're
inflammatory.
saying. No. Listen. Yes, it is.
Okay.
Now, I understand
Ooh.
what you're saying. Okay.
Ooh.
But
Uh-huh.
these are questions that are going to be asked if and when it goes dynamic, and then they'll be answered at the other end if we come out on top. If not, then it's just a matter of time before it collapses on itself anyway.
I understand. I want to be very clear on something.
Always fails. It always fails.
I want to be very clear about something. I don't hate what's in front of me. I love what's behind me.
Mhm.
If I come after you, it's because you're threatening my loved ones standing behind me.
I get it.
You can run your mouth all day. You can say whatever you want. But the minute you become a threat to the people standing behind me, now we have a problem. I don't care what you do the rest of the time.
Yeah.
But the minute you become a threat to the people behind me that I love, now you're in the shit.
See, okay, I think I can understand where Pop is coming from. If you approach a former feminist, communist, socialist, or whatever, and they said, okay, I found out things that, well, that way of thinking is kind of fucking stupid. So I stopped thinking that way.
I'll give anybody a shake.
Yeah, I'll give you
what I'm saying. That's exactly
I will give you the benefit of the doubt. If you figure out that the stances that you stand upon are absolutely completely retarded, and I can say that, well, and you figure it out, like, okay, fine then. Let's have a conversation and well, let's better everything. If you are out there saying, no, fuck you, you're a Nazi, you're this, you're that, you're white supremacist. I'm sorry. I don't care what happens to you. I'm not going to advocate anything happening to you, but I just don't care if anything happens to you.
To further clarify, you must be a threat to the people I love. And I mean a literal threat.
No.
Then we're going to have problems.
And that is exactly what happens with those men who want to be left alone.
Yeah.
Once those guys start saying, you know what, this is about enough of that, that is when it gets ugly. And that's when the mobs show up.
Yeah.
And when the mob shows up, a lot of innocent people are going to get ground up in that. And I don't want to see that happen.
Well, I don't want to see that happen either. But one of the things, there will be several things that happen. One of the things that's going to happen is, once again, we have a glut of hardcore combat veterans. So there will be mob incidents, but there will also be incidents of 3, 4, 5 guys in an area going, you know what, I'm done with this, that go into an area that they view as a threat and just clean house.
Yes.
Yep.
Because there is no street gang in Chicago that could stand up against a squad of 12 pissed off Rangers. Doesn't exist.
So I want to make this comparison. During the Summer Love, when BLM was at its height, there was an incident. I can't remember where it was at, but a mob of 50 to 100 people showed up to a house because they thought the owner of the house kidnapped certain children of color. They burned that house to the ground. Well, come to find out, those kids were not even at that house. They were completely somewhere else. They were safe. They were fine, which is fucking good. That's great.
Yeah.
The difference is we know who the communists are. We know who wants to destroy this country.
And listen,
that's the difference. They don't know. We do.
Jimmy,
they just act on emotions and reactions.
We're going down rabbit holes.
No, hang on. But this is exactly how it works. Okay. When it first goes dynamic, there's going to be a lot of score settling. All right. You're going to see a lot of people who are in the top or in the higher echelons of the Democrats or the progressives get hemmed up. The LGBT community, they're fucked. They are so fucked. because they're not going to get any mercy from us. The Muslims are going to want to crush them because they hate them. The only reason they tolerate them is they're allowing them to, a platform to get their bullshit.
Nobody
gonna
really
be
likes
a
them. They're
huge
annoying.
cluster.
They're just useful idiots.
Yeah, it's going to be a huge clusterfuck.
For 2,000 years, they have been the most reviled fringe element of society. Nobody likes the queers. It's just,
Yeah.
I don't make this up. I don't make up the rules.
Like
there
these
are
school
writings
boards.
that date back 2,000 years.
Like these school boards that allow this shit into the schools. Once the law goes away, those dudes are going to get evaporated.
Yes.
And I'm not going to care about it because they've been.
Listen, I'm not either. But the thing is innocent people will get caught up in that, and it's going to be bad. And
yeah,
holy shit!
There will be a lot of trenches dusted with lime and filled in.
I listen. I understand, but you gotta listen. I'm an old grunt. I served as the tip of the spear for this country. I have been to places and I have done fucking things that are absolutely horrible. I don't want to see that again. I had my fill. But unfortunately, men like me are not allowed to stay on the sidelines.
Yep.
So I get it. I get it. Move on. Next one.
Moving on. So 3 days ago, a bunch of bozos decided they were going to do something really fun and surround the White House itself. This, of course, did not go over well, but they tried. Yeah.
All right, so we are out with Surround the White House 1.0. The people demand the fall of the Trump regime, refusefascism.org, and other.
Oh, wait, we just saw that exact sign in North Carolina in an earlier video that I played. So Refuse Fascism is one of the big organizations that is the front. When you've got things like this going on, when you've got this crowdsourcing going on, you've got organizations like Refuse Fascism and things like that that act as the visible front. And the second they get taken down, they just dissolve and reorganize because the money is behind them. The money is coming all the way from the Tides Foundation, the Rockefeller Foundation, Soros's Open Societies, and it filters down through that octopus that we looked at the beginning, these organizations, and they play the sacrificial goat. That's how that works.
Out here from across the country surrounding the White House. We have crime scene tape. We've been roping it off. And right now, people are stretched wide holding out the tape. You can see, I don't know if you can see it all the way down Constitution. We've got people stretching this crime scene that says, crime scene, do not cross. This is holding a place for people who need to flood into D.C. and join us. It needs to be shoulder to shoulder and soon 10 people thick, 100 people thick, till it gets to the point where these streets are overwhelmed with the millions who hate the fascism of Trump. This is what people do all over the world when they want a fascist tyrant out of the seat of power.
Okay, so let's analyze this sweetheart here. First of all, Jimmy, would you smash or no?
No.
No.
She's a 2.
She's a -2.
I was about to say she's a 2 until she opens her mouth, and then it goes downhill from there.
No, 0's a dead body.
She's an awful.
Mm-hmm.
She's a freaking affluent white female liberal.
And she definitely wants Sharia law so that Muslim men can come over and beat her and tell her what to do.
Yep.
Yeah, unfortunately, this is going to get ugly, brother.
This stuff, one of the things we're seeing here is this stuff is escalating.
Mm-hmm.
This stuff is picking up. To surround the White House, even with crime scene tape, is really pushing the limits of what the Capitol Police will take, especially in this day and age. And this particular demonstration,
You want to know what would be really effective against this kind of shit? 300 men with bayonets on rifles. Because shooting, that's all terrifying and stuff.
Yeah.
But you put the bayonets on the rifles and they get too close, things are going to happen. I mean, that's when I went to Iraq.
Yeah.
I made sure my company was armed with tomahawks.
You said that the Iraqis were fucking petrified of that shit.
Listen, it's psychologically damaging.
Yeah.
And people will stay the fuck away from you. If you have a line of guys with bayonets and they're like, if they cross this line, it's on. I mean, there'll be a couple dumbasses, but that once that happens, it is what it is.
Wait, all you got to do is end one guy in a situation like that, though.
Now, I don't want to see that happen, but you can't have the White House surrounded and blocked off. That is not a good look.
Yeah. The last time that these kind of people did that, they almost burned down St. John's Church. Trump was put into a safety bunker, and they mocked him for it because radical leftists and retards were trying to burn down the fucking White House.
Correct.
Yes.
We can't have that in this fucking country. I'm
No,
sorry. We
You're
can't.
right. You're right.
And if we have to put the boot to the neck of the retards out in the street to stop
Yeah.
it,
Here's
I'm
the thing.
sorry.
Right now, there's a lot of people watching this going, okay, let's see if they can handle it. Let's see what's going to happen. Once it starts to get out of control, you're going to have people show up and go, you know what? I think we're just going to have to handle it ourselves. And then you're going to get the mob. And there's more of us than there is of them.
Yep.
And we have the guns, we have the training, we have the motivation, we have the love of the country and the Constitution at our back.
And straight up, most of these soft-handed little weirdos on the left don't know. We saw it in old videos from 10 years ago. The most famous one was Moldy Locks, where the girl and her boyfriend tried to fight like a biker guy, and he just absolutely blasted both of them in the face.
Yeah.
We have the guy that was swinging the helmet against the Antifa retards.
Yeah, I remember that one. That was a good one. I could hear
One guy had a helmet, another guy had a cast iron pan.
we have the video of the dude blocking the baton swing of the Antifa dude, and he fucking rocked him. And then we had another Antifa chick come up. He rocked her.
Yep.
I'm sorry, but
this goes on and on and on and on.
It's not.
Here's the thing: what's going on in New York, and once again, we can see the classic. Oh, look, they've got all sorts of signs that are pre-printed. And gosh, where did they get all those? And look at the faces. It's always the same thing. It's fat lesbians and sad guys who want to screw the art school girls.
It's fat white liberal women. It's skinny white cucks, and it's Muslims and the invaders. That's who it is.
All right, hang on.
There's a controller right there.
Yep.
In the yellow jacket.
Man bun.
Yeah. But if you go through the crowd, for some reason I'm not getting a play button on this video. I don't know why. If you go through the crowd, you can see that these people don't really care. They're not really there for. They're not really into this. I mean, look at their faces.
But they're not fighters. Look at them. They're out of shape. They're old. There's a bunch of chicks.
They're showing up because they want to be there and say that they were there.
Yeah.
It's the same reason I went to Woodstock.
And they may or may not have received a paycheck to show up.
Yes. Yep. That is absolutely correct. And
transformed politics and remade the electorate. And we're here to say we're not finished making history.
He's not gay at all.
He's taken that white communist fist of the flag right up his fourth part.
Hey, he's taking the big communist
But here's
fist.
the thing, okay?
You know he is too.
Obviously, they're not teaching the history of communism in the schools anymore.
No,
Because
they're not.
they
What they're
don't-
teaching is Karl Marx and Stalin.
Yeah, that is ridiculous.
It just hasn't been done right.
That's and one of the biggest threats. One of the things that if we don't do something about this now, one of the biggest threats is every generation of children for the last 3 generations has been put through this. So we're going to have children who have never known anything different, raised by parents and grandparents who have never known anything different.
Yep.
That's how they're doing this. That's why they're taking their time. They can't have anybody pop. You and I are the last generation that remembers.
I guess. I mean,
We're the last generation that remembers.
There was some of this when I was in high school. I paid it no mind.
I didn't care. All I want to do is go downtown, get in fights, go to the club, and dance with chicks.
Yep.
Pretty much it.
Yeah, I get it. But you're right, though. So I mean, this is such a systemic problem. It's gonna have to get bad to fix this.
Yeah.
It's gonna need some chemotherapy.
Yes.
The only way to properly deal with cancer is to cut open the body, cut out the cancer, and give it the treatment.
Correct.
And well, you guys can connect the dots of cutting out the cancer and giving it the treatment.
I got you. See, we could say that. That's totally fine.
This next one here is in North Carolina, and she's handing out whistles and information and propaganda to people at random in North Carolina.
This is who we would call a yellow.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, whistles. Eco, you're a reporter. Okay. Whistles. They hate them. Blow on that shit as loud as you fucking can, dude. They hate it.
Yeah. Now,
Granny
not
glasses.
to find a point on it, but this female has a certain phenotype that is associated with the smaller form of headgear.
Huh.
She does. I also looked her up, and she is, in fact.
I got you.
So,
Of course.
yeah.
All right.
Fucking leaning on my whistle.
Oh, look, propaganda.
Mm.
Yeah. What they're doing is programming the crowd. Because human beings are alarmingly easy to train like Pavlov's dogs. In the army, we learned hand signals and whistles and stuff.
Correct.
We learned to cue to certain sounds. Dude, when we were in garrison on Monday mornings, motor pool. Yep. Monday mornings. Monday morning motor pool. Right around noon, there would be a bugle call, and the entire motor pool would put everything down, face a specific direction, and start walking like fucking zombies. You know what that is? It was chow call.
Oh yeah.
They had Pavloved the whole battalion.
I don't remember the chow.
We had chow call. I don't remember the call itself.
I remember
but-
in the morning and at night.
Yeah.
That's the only two I remember.
It was only on Mondays that this one worked. We would all be down in the motor pool, and everybody would be working on something. We'd have everything out. We'd have the fucking antennas out, cleaning those and making sure all the poles and stuff are right. And that fucking chow call would sound, and everybody would set everything down and just go, "Oh, chow."
Yeah.
But that's what this whistle thing is about. It's Pavloving crowds, and it works. It's always worked. Bugle calls and that sort of thing is a wonderful, great way to get people to comply with that. Now, let's get rid of that right there. I'm going to get rid of that one there and move over to a different thing. Let's talk about where this shit is coming from. Over to a window over here.
Do
I've
some
got
of
my
that.
extensive note file over here. Bring that in and put that on the stage. And this is all of the fucking notes for all of the things. And
And if you guys are watching and you want a copy of this, email us. We'll send it to you. We don't care.
yeah. So Rent a Crowd is a real thing. There's a website right at the top there. It's called crowdsondemand.com, and it's founded by a guy named Adam Swart. He founded the company in 2012. He previously worked as a reporter for AOL's Patch and in product roles in the Bay Area startup, San Francisco. Founding the company, he lists his experience on LinkedIn, what the company does. The firm hires and organizes paid people to act as fans, entourages, propaganda, security, brand ambassadors, and professional protesters and advocacy crowds for PR campaigns, events, and political advocacy work. He's frequently the public spokesperson explaining and defending those services. This is one of many that I found.
I wonder if he's a part of the WEF.
Yeah.
He's probably in their young leadership group, like Gretchen Whitmer and Dan Crenshaw and a bunch of other people.
Yeah, wouldn't surprise me.
WEF was founded sometime in, I should have mapped them out too. I will map them out and we will look at that one as well. Controversies and notable public incidents. Paid protester AstroTurf criticism of the company's business model has drawn criticism and debate about astroturfing, manufacturing apparent grassroots support. Major outlets have covered examples and critiques. Specific incidents cited in the press reports have linked crowds on demand to staged appearances at city council meetings and other political events. The company and sport have defended their work as legal and focused on lawful, peaceful advocacy. That's the usual routine. It's freedom of speech. It's freedom of speech. No, it's not. It's deception. It's deliberate, planned, calculated psyops. In this case, for profit. Now, let's discuss that for a minute. How do you feel about the idea of using psyops against the public for profit?
I find it reprehensible.
It's pretty bad.
Should be a crime, in my opinion. I'm not sure what to categorize it is.
It's under the Smith Act. Oh, wait a minute. That was withdrawn.
Oh, fuck. Yeah, you're right.
By Obama.
And if they cross certain lines, it could result in treasonous acts.
Mm-hmm.
You'd have to do something like Alyssa Slotkin just did. Or Mamdani in New York just did.
You mean the thing that they're already doing?
Well, did being a past tense word there, Jimmy.
They are doing it.
No, they're
That's
doing
what she
it.
said. They did it.
Right
It's
in the
done.
chili ring.
They better be careful because they're going to get the 10 dick.
Yeah, they are going to get the 10 dick.
Yeah, the
They
10
are-
dick or the 10-inch rope. And I really don't care which one they get.
The thing is, this shit, they don't even hide this stuff. And you could go on to, I've seen them on Craigslist and stuff like that, where they put ads out to troll for people that are looking for a day of work or something. This guy with Crowds on Demand has people in his organization that go and put those ads out there, and that's how they rally whole bunches of people. And they'll get like 3 people from that. And then they'll say to those 3 people, hey, do you know 3 people? And so on and so forth. Hey, we'll give you $200 a day. All you got to do is show up here for X number of hours. And we'll provide everything else, which is where the signs come from the No Kings protests, where they were showing up and leaving on time and turning in their equipment as they left. That's these guys. That's this whole thing. It's Crowds on Demand. There's a couple of other organizations like this, but this was the big one that I found. So they founded the company in 2012. GQ ran a high-profile piece on them that exposed the celebrity experience side of the business, fake paparazzi, paid entourages, and brought national attention to the model. Okay, so this guy was providing fake entourages for a little while. I mean, that makes a lot of sense, though. If you've ever been anywhere near Hollywood, they're obsessed with image. So they'll pay for a crowd to make themselves look cool.
Yeah.
The Atlantic examined the business model and its use of political advocacy. What?
There's whole PR teams in Hollywood that specialize in this.
Yes, you are 110% correct. We dealt with them extensively when I was at the law firm out there.
And a whole bunch of those guys who work for PR teams were former PSYOP people.
I never met one that admitted to that, but it would not surprise me. And it would seem a lucrative thing to do after you do PSYOPs, because technically there's no real job opportunities for PSYOPs guys after the military.
Unless you're a PR.
It's like infantry mortarman.
Marketing.
You get out of the infantry, you do 20 years as a mortarman.
What are you going to do?
I could work a mortar.
Oh, you can, yeah. Yeah, you're right. You're kind of fucked.
Yeah. But God bless those guys, because we need them. Those guys should be taken as instructors at the school, in my opinion. You hit your 20, you go be a technical instructor.
I was in the Q course. We had a guy named Scully. He was a border maggot in Vietnam.
Oh,
And he knew his shit.
I'll bet.
Yeah. And he was in Mach V SOG and worked in some of those remote fucking, patrol bases or forward operant fobs.
Yeah.
The stories he had once we give him a couple beers,
That's
man.
crazy.
Wow.
That's batshit. I talked to a couple of you guys while we were in Thailand. They said that they had a course on like nature and shit like that, like plants and poisonous animals and stuff at Fort Bragg that was taught by like a little old lady.
Yep. I don't remember her.
They said it was weird because it looked like your auntie came out and then she knew everything. Like all the poisonous spiders and poisonous plants and plants you could eat. And she just absolutely knew everything there was to know about all of that shit.
All right.
Anyway, carrying on as we go down our rabbit hole. We need a rabbit hole video. We need a rabbit hole button that Jimmy can mash when we start to wander off. So coverage in New Orleans connected paid actors hired via services in the sector to pro-Entergy testimony at a city council hearing. The episode renewed scrutiny of paid crowd practices. Crowds on Demand was named and reporting in the wider Entergy matter. Entergy was a large legal debate in New Orleans at the time. John Oliver ran a segment on astroturfing and paid protesters that included Crowds on Demand as an example of increasing national visibility and criticism. This has a twofold effect. People start to go, why are all these crowds being paid for, on one hand? And on the other hand, people who want crowds go, I could buy a crowd? Sweet. Yeah. So it's condemnation and advertising all at the same time, which is this guy's business models. He just walks a fucking 4-inch wide balance beam of total disaster or too much success.
Wow, that's a hard work. That's a hard road, man.
Yeah. Too much success would look like getting too much demand for it and then the business model falling apart because he couldn't sustain it. Whereas the crash, the consequences would be people finally going, okay, enough of this paid crowd protest. We're taking you down.
Yeah.
But he's managed to walk about shit the whole time. Court docket entries and later reporting document procedural developments and subsequent rulings related to the Bacala matter. Firm posts and legal notices summarize judgments and awards and the related cross reactions. This relates to a whole case that was going on. Let's see if I can track this. Okay, Czech investor Zdeněk Bakala had filed suit in federal court in South Carolina alleging an extortion and defamation campaign tied to actors and publicity methods. Press reported the complaint and named Crowds on Demand and associates as defendants. Primary filings and major press summaries are available for this.
But here's the thing, though. They got a whole bunch of judges who are total communists, in my opinion.
Yes.
That needs to
That's
clear.
part of the problem that I was referring to.
Yeah. And listen, the system is broken when you have no mechanism to remove judges.
Yeah.
I think it should be like if you get 3 or more appeals against you, you're automatically off the bench. Or they need to come up with some mechanism to take these people off the bench because it's absolutely dangerous.
All of these, I've seen this from the inside over and over and over and over again. All of these attorneys and state prosecutors and county prosecutors and all these judges and everything, they vigorously defend each other for this very reason. Because if one of them goes down, well, then the other guy's vulnerable too.
Yep.
See what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So this is a system now, and it's like I said, with generations now, 3 generations of kids educated in this manner, basically to become Bolsheviks.
Drink.
There, I said it. Bolsheviks. Bolsheviks. Now drink.
Beer.
Once you get past a certain number of generations, Nobody remembers that we're supposed to have freedom of speech. Nobody remembers that we're supposed to have a Second Amendment. Nobody remembers that we're supposed to be able to actually get a result from a vote, which we haven't had in 50 years anyway, let's be honest.
Yes.
But I wanted to go through and show you where all of these crowds come from at these protests, because everybody sees this thing. Where's all those people coming from? Well, you've got the Soros Open Societies. You've got the Tides Foundation. You've got the Rockefeller Foundation. Those are the big ones. That's the really big money. They disperse that down through organizations like fucking Rent-A-Crowd. The guy's got a Rent-A-Crowd company. That guy has little 501c under him and Resist Fascism. They'll front a bunch of money to them and they'll buy all the equipment and the signs and everything. And then the crowd rental guy will provide the bodies for that. And it's a whole chain of events that's designed to be hard to look at, to obfuscate it so that nobody gets to the actual source of all of these things. They use obscurity and they use the names of organizations and companies instead of people's names so that you don't have any thing to fight against. It's like, think about the IRS. If you knew that Bob Smith at the IRS was deliberately targeting you, you could go after Bob Smith. But you never receive a letter from Bob Smith. You receive a letter from the IRS. Well, you can't fight the IRS, but it's actually just Bob Smith.
Yeah.
But your brain goes, it's the IRS. It's too big for me to fight. I can't do anything about this. It's the same principle with this crowd and these riot and protest groups. It's the same exact principle.
Well, it's a PSYOP thing. You want to appear bigger to scare people into submission.
That's correct. It's like a chicken that could do this with its feathers.
Yeah, turkeys do it.
Mm-hmm.
Chickens.
Yep.
I mean, when you scare a cat, it turns sideways and puffs up to make itself look bigger.
Yep. Right.
It's the old Sun Tzu: appear weak when you are strong, or appear strong when you are weak.
That's correct. You are spot on, Jimmy. That's exactly what it is. Speaking of chickens and shit like that, I have a terrifying event going here at the house. I have not one, but 2 bald eagles stalking my chicken coop.
Oh.
Now, being that they are bald eagles, I can't just pop the bastards because it's kind of a federal crime. So loud make them fly away. But one of these birds, I shit you not, I have never seen a bald eagle this big. This thing has a 7-foot wingspan. I know this because it sits at the top of our willow, which is 130 feet tall. And when it takes off, I can tell because I know the height of the tree. And you know how to do this, Pop, with the sniper shit, estimating the size of an object. This thing's got a 7-foot wingspan. He's enormous.
That thing has a bigger wingspan than I am tall. And I'm 6'4", 6'5" on a good day.
Yeah, it's simultaneously really kind of cool and get the fuck away from my chickens, you motherfucker.
Well, shit, just the other day I had a hawk. Just to go off on a little tangent, I had a little tiny hawk. Probably
I can smoke a hawk.
He probably stands no more than 10 inches tall. I was outside doing a DOT on a trailer in a truck.
Yeah,
that thing snatched up a tiny little sparrow that flows around in our lot because we got feed trucks and whatnot. That thing snatched up a swallow, flew underneath the gooseneck trailer, hit my fucking shoulder, and then flew up and perched up on a fucking roof. And I'm like, you dirty little bastard.
It's the chicken hawk from Foghorn Leghorn that keeps trying to get Foghorn Leghorn. The little tiny chicken hawk.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like it. All right. I think we're hitting super chat time.
We are hitting super chat time. I think I'm going to get a low powered paintball gun and dial it way down and just like annoy him away.
Yeah. And listen, I want to apologize to everyone about the YouTube fiasco.
Yeah. That's bullshit.
We're going to have to, I love that intro, but we're going to have to take it out if that's how it's going to be.
I got in contact with Billy. He's going to do some tweakings on it. But the funny thing is, he also sent me a couple of videos here. And well, this one goes out to the YouTube.
You maniacs, you blew it up. down here, got Davy all down.
What the hell?
That's pretty funny.
There we go. But alrighty, ladies and germs, it is that time. Let me scroll back up because, well, you know what? I think we need some levity here. We need some humor here. So let's get into the funky super chat time.
That's right, baby. You know what time it is. It's super chat time. Time to get super funky.
Alrighty, how we doing over on the Rumble Tube side? We got 617 watchers, 170 viewers. God damn it, you bastards!
170 likes, you mean?
Yeah, but they're not
Wait, so
fulfilling.
169 links. Ruh-roh.
Nice.
All right.
It will never not be disturbing.
Never. But let's see. The first one here comes from N2 Gas. He says, Pop, let's remind everybody to watch last week's show on YouTube with a browser that doesn't block ads. I'm doing that as I top this now.
All right. Hopefully you guys like the video I put on Monday.
Yeah, there we go. Alrighty, and 68 Barracuda. Everyone, make sure you vote. You downvote so Shaggy plays every single Hillary video for Pop. No.
We have 2 downvotes. If you're out there downvoting us, please chime in. We would love to hear from you.
Yeah, just give us a comment, send an email.
Yeah, anything.
Give us your grievances and we will address them.
Yeah.
And see, Raging Sailor says, Bolshevik, Bolshevik, Bolshevik. Everybody drink. P.S. Pop. Girlfriend surgery went well. She's here with me watching the show.
All right.
Outstanding.
Fuck yeah, but he has been summoned.
Bolsheviks. No, don't say it. Bolsheviks. No, please stop.
Bolsheviks.
It's showtime. Bolsheviks, baby. Everyone drink.
All right.
There you go. And we got Ellicard. He says, hell, PSA announcement. Ellicard has caused the destruction of the Delta breach, and he is no longer detected along with the all-terrain tactical enforcer.
What just happened?
I'm not sure, but it sounds like Ellicard is going to go doing some mudding with his four-wheeler.
Just to be safe. People get killed on.
Let's see, we got MX Stilgar here, a.k.a. Jared Conway. Good to see you here, good sir. Says, copy and save this. Look later. Rockefeller truth from Eddie Bravo on Joe Rogan. Deep state controls everything.
Nice.
I will be sure to grab that link there. I will share it with the boys after the show.
Yeah. Send that to me.
Will do. All right, let me do some scrolling down here. We got
my brain is doing that. My brain is doing that dump thing. What controls everything?
Big deep state.
That's what I thought you said. Yeah. Okay.
Yep. Let's see, we got Batches says if WIC and food stamps stayed how they were in the beginning of the program, none of these fatzos would be able to buy all the crap and junk food. They would have to learn what healthy is. Let's go back. Yeah. Yeah, if you weigh over 200 pounds and have 50 pounds of arm fat, you should no longer be eligible for WIC or food stamps.
Yeah.
Or if you're on welfare and you still have kids, you should immediately be taken off. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
If you can't afford the mouse you have, why add more?
Yeah.
Yeah. See, Jerry Kama come back says the Book of Revelation predicted all of this. The UN is the one world government. The merging of Christianity with Islam is the one world religion. True followers of Yeshua Messiah will be beheaded. It's not like that's already happening or anything like that.
Yeah.
Nope.
Let's see. 68 Barracuda says Thailand is going downhill hard. The WEF is fucking up their laws pretty bad now.
Well, I don't know anything at all about Thailand. I did exactly one Cobra Gold exercise there, which is 1 week of doing comms while other people do stuff.
There we go. A-Card coming back says alternative connection connected. May YouTube crash and never run again.
Ooh.
Yeah. YouTube is asshole. 68 Barracuda coming back says there are no human rights. There are only God-given rights. Man has no place to grant any rights.
All right, we got our appeal back from YouTube, and they're saying I did violate the terms, and the video will not be put back.
Of course they do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. So we knew that was going to happen.
Yeah, well, we've been using that intro video for how long? For like a month?
Yeah.
And
it's like 6-8 weeks, something like that.
Yeah, well, YouTube can still smurf all of the balls.
Yeah.
They can still smurf all of the balls.
Yep. Nighead P coming over says, ugh, why can't we use that grant money for second class?
I know. We're trying to get
We'd be happy to. Yeah, we're working on that. Sam is in the middle of it's her busy season, but she and I have a plan to connect shortly thereafter and go through everything.
Sweet.
Yeah.
Ellie Card coming back says, hell PSA announcement to all succubi, incubi, night terror demons. The breach has been destroyed. You have to travel while the veil is at its thinnest.
That was a month ago.
Yep. Let's see. N2 Gas says, hey, Jimmy, have a look at this. It seems inhaling ethanol vapor can be beneficial for lung issues. 100 proof vodka in a cheap nebulizer. I
would not know why would do that.
Yeah, I don't want to fuck with that. No.
Yeah, I don't know about that, but I will open up that link and save it.
I drink beer and wine because I enjoy the taste of them. I have never had a desire to drink like Everclear or anything like that.
Yeah.
I'm drinking Everclear. It's not pretty.
Yeah, no thanks. And even though I've been sick, I had to go and grab a couple beers and sip on them tonight because I had to calm myself down a little bit.
I understand completely.
60 Barracuda coming back says, Battle Hobbit, you may want to get in contact with Tom Luongo. Tom Luongo and
Luongo
charts. There you go. And get those contact charts with him.
Get those what with him?
Get those I believe that he's talking about those maps that you've made with him.
Oh.
Okay.
Go. Let's see. We got our first We're Not Worthy here tonight from Longshot 000. He gets one of these.
We're not worthy. We're not worthy.
Thank you very much.
He says, throwing out a challenge to help Battle Dwarf get a new computer.
Battle Dwarf needs a new computer. His shit's old.
Yeah, we'll get you one.
Old and well worn.
There you go. Got Batches here with $20. He says, all right, Regiment, we know it. We know that we can get them some cash to support costumes. Let's get together and get Battle Dwarf a new computer. That will make it easier for us to enjoy every show.
It would help, to be completely honest. That would help.
Yeah, we're probably going to get you a gaming desktop
because I do a lot of the editing. I do most of the documents, and a bunch of other random shit.
There you go. 68
Blake is the master editor.
Oh yes, he is.
There you go. And 68 Barracuda says, arrest them all and start working up the food chain. Rat fuckers above you. rat fuckers above you out, or you go to jail like the J6ers. I would say they deserve a more harsher punishment.
If they're convicted, of course. Move on.
Moving on. See, 68 Barracuda Comeback says, Battle Hobbit, it's not 60 million people. Get the book, The Black Book of Communism. It's about 60 to 80 bucks used on Amazon. It's way more than 60 million.
Oh, yeah.
What's the name of the book again? Oh, yeah, it's more than that. I was just talking about the Bolsheviks.
Like between Russia and China, they're probably close to 1 billion people by now.
Yeah.
Or more.
Well, that and the Battle Dwarf did say the magic word, so I got to click the button.
Bolsheviks. Drink.
And the name of that book is The Black Book of Communism, there, Battle Dwarf.
Yep.
Black Book.
Yeah, I used to have a company commander for my birthday. He bought me a copy of Mein Kampf, left it on my desk. I was just like, what the fuck?
Read it.
It's interesting reading. I'm like,
it's a book. Read it.
I read.
Shut up and read the goddamn book. Don't fixate on the title or the author.
Okay.
Read the book.
Next,
everything is worth reading.
There is no problem reading any book written.
Socrates said, the sign of wisdom is to be able to understand and listen to a man without believing everything he says.
Fair enough.
There.
Just
I had to throw some Socrates in your face.
Just
Wait till I start throwing Aristotle at you. I've been reading Aristotle lately. Aristotle's next.
Just because it's not your religion doesn't mean it's unwise.
That's fair.
That's from my book.
Popcrates.
Yeah.
Popcrates. There you go.
There you go.
Yep. We got Overseas 27 Rangers. That's a new name. He's got dropping $20 here. Says, Papa Steve, why in the hell have we been giving money to Israel? And for some stupid reason, Charlie Kirk got killed because he started talking about taking out the money that we gave to Israel.
That did in fact happen, but I want you to look up the following website, foreignassistance.gov.
Yep.
Foreign assistance, all one word, foreignassistance.gov.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, we give a shitload of money to Israel, but guess what? We also give money to almost every single fucking country on the planet. Why? Because they're laundering money through this foreign assistance program.
Correct.
Yep. 60 Barracuda again and says, Pop, if they use bayonets, they better use the triangle profile bayonets.
Yes, those do not.
Oh yeah, I have several of those,
but those are banned by the Geneva Convention. So
they're antiques, they're relics. They sit in a box full of antiques and relics that I have.
Well, I want to pivot off to the guys on the Unsub podcast, Donut Operator, and all those. It's more of a Geneva suggestion.
I hear what you're saying.
Yeah. That's
and Lurch Frele coming in says, Pop, the blood is coming. As I reported a few weeks ago, in Pasco, Hernando, and Polk counties, there are training camps with militia members, 1,000 strong, many vets. This is going to get bad.
Really?
Yes.
That's interesting.
Yes. Listen, I understand what they're doing. I got it, but I will refrain from any comments at this time. Next one.
And Overseas 27 Rangers coming back with 5. Most of the idiots from the sand. Do you think they're going to try to do a war on our soil? They already are. It's not a dynamic war, but it's a religious war.
Well, the thing is,
it's well underway.
Once it goes dynamic, they are fucked.
Yeah.
They're fucked.
Real quick, if these foreign groups decide to take this shit dynamic, what is the key factor that they have not considered?
Logistics.
Thank you.
Sustainability.
Logistics and sustainability.
Professionals talk logistics.
Yes. If you cannot sustain operations, you're fucked.
Correct.
Period.
Yep.
You're going to lose if you can't sustain operations.
Yep. Let's see. We got Dark Saint says, if Trump was truly a fascist, these protests would be violently put down.
Yes.
Yep.
If Trump was truly a fascist, he would go full Abraham Lincoln. If you know, you know.
I'm going to be honest.
Your Southern is showing.
Hang on. I think he's waiting for the midterms before he pulls the Insurrection Act.
That is
We're about to find out.
that is if Republicans can even win the midterms, because I don't see that happening.
All right, let's not talk politics here. Keep going.
Yeah.
Moving on. Overseas Rangers coming back says with 10, he says, when is that the American people gonna just stand up, put all of the politicians close to the grass of the White House and paint the ground red? Just asking a question.
When the mob comes, and that's a bad time, but when the mob comes, that's what happens.
Yeah, it's not going to be good, but in the short term, it's not going to be good. But in the long term, it may or may not be good for the country. In the long term.
In the long term. All right, next one.
Lurch Frele coming in says it has taken several generations to complete the Long March, as stated in the prison notebooks. Dwarf, fill everyone in on what I'm referencing.
The Long March through the institutions. There are several people who have written about that, but it is a central tenet of communism. They have no intention at all of fighting a kinetic war if they can help it. If they can take the schools, the media, the entertainment, the politics, and the public forum, then they've won. And they're most of the way there right now.
Yeah.
What was the Cold War law that banned all communism and communists in the country? I believe it was in 1954. I can't remember the law.
Still on the books. I know what you're talking about. I can't name it off the top of my head, but I know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
All right, next one.
Yeah, if only we did that. What we got? Professor Blake Pooh S Blaster 3000. He's gonna break up the monotony, and he's wanting to see some singing Captain.
We did have a request for singing pop. You guys are jackasses. Always want to watch the same shit over and over again. Pick new videos.
Look at me, I wanna be the captain of the sea.
About time.
The poop that came from me, I'd rather steer us to debauchery.
Careful what you ask for, video guy. Careful what you ask for.
Always a good one to see here. Let's see here. Oh, Jackal, you bastard. He says, hey, Mud Butt Masters, short story in the gayest male in the seven seas, Pop Dragon Munging. I did look that up. Jackal, that story is not so short. We'll have to save that for another day. I will back out of that. Let me star that. All right, Jackal. Sorry, man, but that's pretty fucking
Let me put this out for all the people watching. We were trying to put together a bunch of stories about dudes who've been fucked over by ex-wives, girlfriends, what have you.
Yeah.
And we're going to actually start reading them on the air and actually do ride and roast with them. So send them in. We'll put them in the file and we'll get to them. Redonkulas12gmail.com.
There you go. Yeah, I just happened to look at that. That's quite a story you got there, Jackal. So we'll have to save that for another day. Apologies, good sir. I know you like your stories and all that good shit. Let's see. We got Aflon07 says humans bioaccumulate. Mass graves leave toxins in the water table. You can see the famous ones from space.
Yes.
Except in Germany.
Yes, that's also correct.
There you go. And Jack will come back, says, Pop, do you buy from Cold Steel's website? I want to get a drop forge wasp and a tomahawk for the fuck of it.
Yes, they were Cold Steel tomahawks, and I called the actual company, and they sent me all of the tomahawks for cost. I got them for like $3 a piece.
Nice.
There you go.
The only one I faxed them over our deployment order. how many people we needed and a check, and I mailed them a check, and it came in the mail.
That's awesome.
There you go. We got International House of Whoop Ass coming in with 2. He says, "Good evening, you knuckle-dragging gimps. What's your take on what's happening in Mexico right now and how their youth is about to go all out and their lip-swinging president is losing control?"
And so here's what's going on in Mexico right now. A lot of people don't realize this, but Mexicans are very proud of being Mexican. Now, the ones we get over here are the ones that they don't want. Those are the hill people, the potato people, I call them. Real Mexicans are very proud to be Mexican. They have a new president, Sheinbaum, who is a female, not of Mexican descent or origin. And 27 people were assassinated during the time she was being elected to president. The public took notice of that. And then the other day, she walked through a crowd with no fear in Mexico. Now, in a country like Mexico or Colombia or Bolivia, the only way a politician can walk through a crowd with no fear is if they are either owned by or affiliated with the cartels.
Yes.
There is no other way for a politician to walk through public crowds with no fear like that.
Sheinbaum. That's an interesting last name.
So what's happening is the Mexicans are going, you know what, we're a little tired of this cartel shit, so you have to go.
Can anyone remind me when the last Jewish person was in Mexico?
Yeah, that's odd. I thought the same thing.
I'm just asking questions.
Yeah.
Just asking questions.
Next one.
And a woman in a macho Catholic culture, no less.
Yeah, that's actually implausible.
Big flag. Big flag.
Yeah. See, Ali Cards coming in and says, alternative connection failing. Sync. Ink. Pop. To. No. Pop.
What happened there? What happened?
All right. The connection failed, so I'm not sure what he was asking there.
That's fine. That's fine. Yeah.
He was mocking you, Steve, because you were coming in and out earlier.
That's what she said.
Yeah, it's fine.
Yeah.
Tomahawk.
Somebody points out that Trotsky got himself Trotsky'd in Mexico.
Yes, he did.
With an ice pick, no less.
Trotsky. That's also an interesting name.
A real name, Lev Bronstein. Carry on.
Carrying on. Tomahawk Hero 10 says, Pop, the president says he's okay with airstrikes in Mexico. Think we'll finally get that carpet bombing you've mentioned in the past?
Yes. I don't know if it'll be carpet bombing. It'll be more like strategic precision bombing, but it's going to happen.
You mean kind of like with the cartel boats coming from Venezuela?
Yeah, but here's the thing in Mexico. The cartels are so big. They have these compounds that no one can come near, and they have, 1,500, 2,000 mercs and people working for them. You can't get near them. The only way you can get them is from the air. So that's
2 battalions of Mexican special forces defected to the cartels about 20 years ago.
Yeah, those guys are out of the system by now.
They are out of the system, but they continue to train the cartels.
Send in the big ugly fat fucker.
Now, my solution was to put a 24/7 rifle range with barbecue joints every half mile and turrets with CIWS on top with motion detectors pointed south, so that anything within 1,000 meters of the border is fair game.
In other words, the cheese whiz goes burr.
The cheese whiz goes burr.
Yeah.
And then during the day, it's an open rifle range. If you go out there and you shoot, and if something happens to try to cross, well, it's fair game too.
Things happen.
Yeah.
Shit happens, man.
They'd learn real quick.
Yep. Jackal coming back with 10 says AMD graphics card, gigabyte motherboard, Intel CPU, and 64 gigs of RAM. Throw a couple of terabyte solid state drives for storage, and ta-da! New dwarf PC.
Storage I've got storage in spades. I've got close to 11 terabytes of storage. It's the computer that's getting old. The motherboard is out of date. The graphics card is subpar.
We'll take care of it.
Yeah.
Here you go. Let's see. N2 Gas says, at Pop, get Steve a full-size desktop mainboard and all those expansion slots extended the service life of the machine several years.
No, that's true. I am all about extending life. This one is 8 years old.
Yeah.
So
it's going to be taken care of.
Roger.
There you go. Alley Card coming in says, alternative connection connected. Catapult Pringles can at them.
Okay.
Yeah.
With or without the shit?
It has to be.
What do you mean? That's not a question. That's not an option.
You got to put the shit in there, man. Come on.
Yeah.
Of course. And Alley Card again says, alternative connection connected. Singing Pop to annoy Pop. Jimmy, is Kevin pissed because I destroyed the Delta Breach? No. Kevin is a very, very difficult man to piss off. But just because you asked for it twice and because I'm a nice guy, here you go. Go ahead and fap to it, Alley Card, because I know you will, because you're a sick bastard. Never gets old, but I know it annoys Pop to no extent.
It does.
Let's see. We got Alex Patino here. Good to see you there, Alex. He says, I had a conversation with my grandma when Scheinbaum was elected, and her words were, so when did we run out of men? Obviously, 27 candidates were pew-pewed. Imagine that.
Yeah.
Yeah. And 68 Barracuda, the last one here on the Rumble side for the stream. He says, Pop Sinatra is better singer. Play it, monkey. Well, let me scroll down. Do we have it? I believe we do. Let's see it.
There's a man they call Pop, and he can't be stopped. When he sees a Pringles can, he always takes squat. He don't care if it's a big one or a little tater tot. If it looks like a Pringles can, then he's gonna take a shot. He don't put Pringles in the can, he puts poop. He puts poop and sends them out across the land to folks like me and you. Some say Pop is full of crap, but he don't give a hoot. If it looks like a Pringles can, he's gonna fill it full of poop. He's got a way of doing business, a funny kind of job. He sends Pringles can full of poop to deliver to your doorstep. And though you may not ask for it, you'll receive a surprise. Pop sent you a Pringles can full of poop. With a push he did plop.
That's a long one. Painful.
It's funny, though. Come on. You like it, Pop.
Shit, one Pringles can and never let you forget it.
Well, then again, Billy Von Baum did send me another video.
Uh-oh.
Let's just say Pop was recorded again running away from not one, but two of his girlfriends.
Oh, my God.
Why don't you want us anymore? Come back, Terrence.
What are you so fast?
We just want to talk about cupcakes and hamburgers. Come back. You're missing out on the good stuff. Terrence, wait.
I'm out of chips.
Come back, Terrence. We just want to talk.
What the fuck?
Pop running away from his girlfriend, Little Debbie, and his side chick, Wendy's.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
Billy Von Baum keeps sending them over because I'll keep
Classic.
playing them.
I cheated on
now,
Little Debbie.
now that I get it, yeah.
Yeah, I cheated on Little Debbie with Sarah Lee.
Oh, yeah.
Then I cheated on her with Susie Q.
There you go. We'll jump over to the MGTOW side of things. We got Dark Mad Dog says, I met a girl. She is my friend. She's been my friend since 3 years. Her parents died 2 years ago and became a work machine. No days off, female friends over all the time to not be alone. I had the CP crash. I could not walk and regressed as a kid. She stayed at my side since then. Since then, she is stuck like glue since we met. 20 centimeters distance from me. Clings to me like clings to me, and also she smiles and laughs when I tell her she is wife material. I have dyslexia, and she is there to help make me walk Wednesday. Short stack, huge tits.
Ooh.
Fuck yeah, bro.
Well, hold what you got, brother. Hold the pattern. That's all I can say.
Hell yeah. Crazy Uncle jumping in with 3. He says, I don't know if you've seen the newly released med tech that is a pill to fix your chromosomes. It's extended to your telomeres. And he's got a link there and increases them to the point of 300%, essentially taking you back to your prime age. RFK is pushing this hard. Think how many conditions that only happen due to age and how many other pills wouldn't be sold after that. That's a lot of money. Are we going to have another down Kennedy because of this?
Send me a link to that. I will try it.
I am clicking that link and saving that, and I will send it your way, Pop.
Big Pharma won't let something like that fly.
I mean, I already use peptides, and that shit's amazing.
There you go. Let's see. Crazy Uncle is coming back. Says Battledorf. Not only is the coffee on this continent expensive, it also sucks diarrhea straight from the source. Best coffee I've ever had. Italy. When I was stationed there, even the airport coffee in Europe puts our best coffee to shame. So I asked, "What the fuck are we paying for?"
No, yeah, you're right. Flew through there on the way to North Africa. Yes, the Italian coffee is ridiculous. Fuck those guys.
Oh, what's just be afraid of the what's the world's most expensive coffee? The name escapes me, but it's literally coffee beans that have been passed through the digestive system of a monkey.
Yep.
Yeah.
No, thank you.
No, thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I will pass. I'm sure it's fucking delicious, but no, thank you. And Crazy Uncle, his last one here says, I got one of these liberal groups to freak out. When the National American Socialist Workers Party walked by, I played the Imperial March as loud as my phone would go.
Nice.
Pretended to look like, where's that coming from? They got so upset the march almost broke. It was hilarious. FYI, wasn't my idea, but a really good one.
Continue
That's
on.
funny as hell.
I wholeheartedly approve.
Dun, 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 dun. Let's see. Jumping over to Odyssey. Looks like nothing else over there. We had 11 viewers over there. And how are we doing over on the Twatosphere? We had 98 views over there.
That's pretty good.
Oh.
There we go. And Blake did text me a little bit while ago. YouTube completely disregarded the
appeal. Yeah.
The appeal. So yeah, YouTube, fuck you. YouTube is asshole.
Look, it is what it is. You know, I mean, YouTube's just not going to be. It's not a priority anyway. It's not a big deal. So.
Yep. And I did get in contact with Billy, and he's probably going to be tweaking that video. He may be
Billy, send me an email with redonkulas12@gmail.com, and then we'll talk on the phone and we'll come up with some alternate plans. Okay.
He's probably gonna He's probably going to change the revolver into a banana, which I responded and saying, maybe you should turn it into a king dong just for an inside joke.
No. Have him call
Put
me.
a condom on the banana.
We'll talk about it.
There we go. All right. It looks like we did have a couple sneaky bastards over on the Rumble side. Let me bring things back up here. And Tomahawk says we need to check in on everybody's favorite new sitcom, Bolsheviksville. How is Dwarf and Nance doing? Where's it at? Where's my fucking buttons?
Tell me we don't have a new episode.
No, there isn't, but everybody knows the pilot episode.
In Bolsheviksville, where the sun shines bright,
Live Dwarf and Nance, what a charming sight. With Sandy the maid and Pop dropping by.
and Hillary's antics that'll make you sigh. Oh, Dwarf and Nance, they've got it made, with laughter, love, and a living maid. From morning toast to an evening dance, it's always a hoot with Dwarf and Nance.
All right.
It's so good. And looks like the last super chat here comes from Alucard. Says alternate connection connected due to electromagnetic interference communications will be down approximate time 6 to 7 pop shows.
Okay.
There you go. All righty, ladies and germs. That is us for the night.
No. We got Cash App.
Oh, yeah, Cash Apps. Sorry.
Yeah, Cash App.
Also,
Cash Read the Cash Apps.
There's no stream on Thanksgiving. So
No stream on Thanksgiving.
No stream on Yanksgiving because that is for the family.
No, I'm going to be up north eating steak and lobster.
Lucky.
Oh, the traditional. Yeah, I remember that.
We got
When you were
Crunch
deployed,
Muncher
when we were
here.
deployed, we would get steak and lobster.
Yeah, Crunch Muncher, $50. F the YouTube.
All righty, he gets one of these.
Thanks for your continued support.
Next one is Vincent Van Gogh Fuck Yourself for $5 for I Call Her Slutkin. All right. And we got Cash App from HKC, $5. Bolshevikville Tour Finance. We already played that.
Already.
Susie McCarley for $30. Locked out of Rumble. Grr. How the hell did you get locked out of Rumble?
What the hell?
What?
That's bullshit. All right. And we got one here from Boss. And it says for 68 slat 775 50 USC 841-844 commie nuke code. Okay. That's kind of terrifying. And let's make a double check here. That's all the Cash Apps we got, man. Thank you so much.
That's all we got. All righty. Thank you guys, everybody, for being here for us. Even though that YouTube was, well,
it's their AI. That's just what
I don't care. It's bullshit. Fuck them.
I got it. And guess what? They're going to feel the pain because there's a lot of people are going to, quit posting on YouTube. I have a feeling because I'm not the only one getting affected like this.
Yeah. And hopefully that since the YouTube nuked us at the beginning of the show, I posted the links in a YouTube post on the Redonkulas channel. Hopefully you guys joined us over there. Alrighty, Battle Dwarf.
What?
Your final thoughts for the night.
We have a whole pile of stuff lined up. We've got a guy that wants to come on after the new year where we're going to discuss the whole bullying issue again and why bullying is bullshit. I've been reading Aristotle lately, so I'm going to annoy the fuck out of you guys with a bunch of Aristotle stuff. And then we've got some stuff from Arkansas where they have a new program on teaching children to be gay and queer and all of that fun stuff. So we're going to light into that. We've got a whole bunch of stuff lined up for the show this coming year. And we're winding up into the holidays right now. For those of you who do that sort of thing, enjoy. Spend time with your family. It's important shit, dude.
And if my content has kept the gun out of your mouth, send us an email. Tell your story.
Yep.
You'll get a number.
Yep. There you go. And of course, you guys know me. I got to be the evil shilling monkey instead of the evil button pushing monkey. Jump on over to the merch store. Get some fucking merch. It's getting cold out there. You know, maybe you need to get a suck a dick. Finishing school for modern women hoodie. It'll keep you warm. Just like her mouth around your peg D.
A mouth hug with a head bob.
There you go. Alrighty, Pop. We're ready for the safety briefing.
All right, everybody. Terrence Pop here with your outgoing safety briefing. Don't drink and drive. Don't drink and swim. It's not going to work out for you. If you absolutely must fornicate, wear a condom, take it with you, or flush it down the toilet, watch it go all the way down. Why? Because women are sneaky bitches, and child support does last 18 to 21 years. Rack up, pack up, and stack up. There's safety in numbers. If you have to fight, do everything in your power not to go to the ground, because that is where you get stomped out. Maintain your situational awareness, because if you're going to be attacked, something in the environment will have changed, and it's up to you to see it. And last but not least, I'm sick and tired of throwing you sons of bitches into the dirt because you're taking a permanent solution to a temporary problem. Play the long game. Stay in the fight. And if all else fails, live at a motherfucking spite. And remember, Pop is here, cheering for you for all of your victories, even the ones you can never tell anyone about. Boom, beer me.
There you go. And I have one final button to push here, since we're not on YouTube anymore, because, yeah. To those out there funding and advocating for the protests and destruction of America, this one's for you.
Fuck you and all your motherfucking friends, nigga. Give a fuck if y'all in kindergarten, I'll whoop y'all motherfucking ass. That's why Santa Claus ain't real, bitch. That's why I fucked your mama, bitch. I'll fuck up all your kids. I don't care, goddammit. Huh? Prove it to me. Prove it to me. That's why you ain't going to Disney World, bitch. Fuck you and your friends. Fuck all y'all, bitch.
I love that.
We'll see you on Thursday.
He's enthusiastic.
All right.
See you on Thursday.